bell sounds, and John Schuyler, Brett Wolferton, this one is maybe the easiest, most basic, fundamental story of the entire tournament. It's maybe the biggest, strongest, most powerful man in the field against, I think, undeniably the quickest man in the field, maybe the fastest man alive. Moose against Ricochet. John Schuyler, what do you pick? A good big man or a good junior heavyweight that can do anything with his body? Who do you see walking out with this one?
It's definitely a contrast in styles that makes it for a very interesting matchup. Like you said, Brad Stutz, you got the quick flyer in Ricochet, who's been all over the world, won the Super Juniors, won Bola. He's been in several different tournament-style matches. And then you got Moose, who's a former NFL lineman, 6'5", 295 pounds. But I got to tell you this, if Ricochet can't use his speed to his advantage, I got to say that Moose walks away victorious, just given the size advantage. And he's also, keep in mind, the ITV champion.
Brett Wolferton, there's another side of that in the sense that both of these men can use their greatest assets defensively. Moose can use that massive frame to absorb shots if he has to, like he's saying right here. Ricochet, if need be, can use that quickness to avoid big strikes coming from Moose.
Yeah, Moose is going to want to use that size advantage. John, you said 295 pounds. Moose actually added size for this tournament and even 300 pounds tonight.
Yeah, obviously he's been training for this, and I know for a fact that Moose was in attendance here last night at the Benton Convention Center, opted not to wrestle in the Pure Show like we talked about earlier with some of these competitors. Ricochet did wrestle in the Pure Show. We got to wonder what kind of condition Ricochet's in after wrestling Will Conley last night.
Boy, great looking drop kick, but it did not take Moose off his feet. I want to touch on something real quick. John Schuyler, do you find in the pro ranks, oh man, look at the athleticism of Moose. Holy cow. Hold on. Oh, pace is quickening here. Ricochet using that quickness. Moose. Uh-oh. Oh, he took him to drop kick city. John, I was going to say, do you find in the pro ranks that a 5 or 6 or 10 pound weight advantage is that big a discrepancy like it would be at the amateur level?
Absolutely not, because any given time you put on more mass, it can slow you down. It can wear you down. You can get tired very quickly. But obviously these two right here are two world-class athletes. We gave a size advantage to Moose. We gave a speed and agility advantage to Ricochet. But look at what Moose has already done as far as speed, size, agility. He's almost the total package, Brett.
He really is, and you wouldn't think that for a man his size to be as agile as he is, as quick as he is, but he really is.
Oh, no, Moose may be, no pun intended by this, Moose may be the first-round draft pick. Moose may be the guy that if you're looking to build a franchise around, that may be the guy that you take. Literally, the most sought-after free agent maybe in the whole sport at this point. There's not a major promotion on the planet that has not called Moose. This is a guy that's going to go very, very far, and to his credit, John, I don't know if you got to spend much time with him on a personal level. If you're around him, this is a guy that's coming in off of a successful football career, pro football career, did not want to coax in. This is a guy that has gone through just as grueling a training as anybody else. This is a guy that took a tremendous pay cut. Oh boy, whoa, no, he slipped out, caught him. This is a guy that gave up a very lucrative contract to wrestle in small venues and work his way up to a major league like PWX.
Well, he's paid his dues. I respect that. Ricochet's going to fly right here, though.
Whoa, dear.
It's that strength advantage we were talking about.
Oh!
We've talked all night about that hard part of the ring apron. This might have sealed Ricochet's fate. Hey, and if Moose advances and wins X16, we might be very well seeing a champion versus champion matchup.
Positively correct. ITV title not a factor in this tournament. However, if he were to sustain an injury in any of these matches, he's got a lot to lose potentially, Brett. He could have to vacate that title if something in this tournament happens that sidelines him for any length of time.
It could be something that Chip Day is looking forward to seeing, as he is one of the top contenders right now for that ITV title.
Positively, that's a matchup that we will be seeing in the future. Moose just stomping away. Only two. I got to say, I got so much respect for Moose. I don't know if I could walk away from a lucrative NFL career and that lucrative NFL contract to wrestle in small gymnasiums, to wrestle in training centers, to do everything that this man had to do to work his way up to Ring of Honor, to AAA, to PWX. So much respect for all the dues that he's paid. Ricochet with amazing agility right into the DDT, but John Skyler Ricochet's done all that too. He's just in all those small venues too.
Like I said earlier, he won the best of the Super Juniors for New Japan just last year. Also won the Battle of Los Angeles for PWG last year. Well-traveled, worked for the Dragon Gate promotion, the New Japan promotion, been all over the world. And, you know, he just did that roll into the DDT, and a lot of people think that the roll might just be there for fancy and for flash, but he got the momentum that he needed to take Big Moose down with that DDT.
Oh, Ricochet going to the ropes here, trying to use him to his advantage. Perfect drop kick, took the big man down. That's a great point. I want to reiterate it. We've talked all night about tournament experience, about tournament preparation. Ricochet has not only competed in major tournaments, he has won them. That is huge. Oh dear. Moose, will Moose be safe on the outside? There's a ton of distance between them. Oh my God! Oh, he came down right on the top of Moose's head. Oh my God!
What an extraordinary move by Ricochet. We've seen it all night long. Look, he's not going to be able to get that big man back in the ring, Brett.
I don't think he will.
He's trying to drag a 300-pound man that he's almost knocked unconscious.
Ricochet also last seen before last night in PWX back in May at Believe the Hype, one of those competitors in that Fatal 4-Way that I believe we touched on earlier, where the champ became the champ. Ricochet, I know him very well.
It's a great point. Whoever wins this X16 tomorrow will not. Oh, hold on. Oh, boy. Ooh, didn't get it. Heads up in the ring. Side kick. Ricochet got him in position here. Ooh, I don't know if he can lift him or not. I don't know if he can lift him or not, guys.
I think that's very optimistic thinking on Ricochet's part right there.
He's a strong man, but I don't think he was able to do it. Just tossed into the corner.
Ooh, great looking kick.
I think Moose tried to block it. He might be staggered. Oh, he caught him.
Woo! Planted him dead in the ring. Two.
And the only mistake that Moose has, and it goes back to smarts, I don't think Moose is that bright of a guy, but in my opinion, he wasn't able to cover Ricochet's shoulders. He needs to have more of a body-on-body type pin after a maneuver so extraordinary like the one that he just hit. If he would have gotten to put body on body, he's got that size advantage. He needs to use it to his advantage and cover the man body on body. He might have been the winner already.
Absolutely. Going back to that infamous night that John Skyler became the PWX champion and eventually took that title all around the world, I gotta say, oh, double stomp to the back. Whoever wins this X16 tomorrow night will not be the first man all year to beat 3 world-class athletes in one night. John Skyler has already done it earlier this year.
He caught him.
Yes, he did. Look at the power. Look at the power of Ricochet. Woo! T-bone suplex, standing shooter, only two.
We touched on the Fatal 4. We talked about the competitors involved. We've already seen 2 of those competitors advance in the X16 in Cedric Alexander and Caleb Conley. Will Ricochet also advance?
But again, to your credit, you beat all 3 of those men in one night, which is the exact same task that stands before whoever wins the X16, as the quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals are all tomorrow afternoon.
He's going to try to pick him up again.
Going for anything to... Oh! How much does it take out of you, John Skyler, to pick up that big man even once and then try to do it again?
That's over 300 pounds there on your back. I mean, it takes a lot out of you, especially this late in the contest.
A huge boot planted right in the face. Brett Wolferton. Moose is in the driver's seat.
I think this is going to be it.
For a second there, the ropes were the only thing holding Ricochet up. He's able to bounce back.
Moose is manipulating him. Woo-hoo!
That's it. That's got to be all. That's got to be all.
Cover. 2. We got 2. Not to mention, I got to say, PWX bringing a matchup that you can see very, very few places. One of the top dogs in the Ring of Honor against one of the top dogs from the WWN Live family. Not many places in the country, certainly nowhere else in the Carolinas, can you see talent of that caliber matched up in matchups like this that can happen virtually nowhere else.
And the 3 of us have the best seats in the house today watching it live.
Just shows you the prestige of this awesome tournament that PWX management was able to put together. Brian Kanabrowski, Patrick Price, and even, yes, Tommy Thomas.
Much lesser extent, Tommy Thomas. Oh, he caught it. Oh, he caught it. Oh, Moose went for that big clothesline. One time too many.
They didn't just gather the top talent from the Carolinas. They gathered the top talent from around the world, guys.
Oh! Inverted Rana, back of his head, hit the canvas hard. He didn't get the spike on it. What he got was almost like a whiplash effect.
Exactly, and it might be just enough. It doesn't always have to be clean and fluid. Ricochet's got him down.
Woo! Perfect precision on the body-to-body contact. Oh, but it only got him two. Brett Wolferton, did Ricochet just unleash his biggest offensive weapon and it not work?
It was close. The referee said it was almost a 2. I think the timekeeper had his hammer ready to ring the bell. I had the microphone in hand, but the match is still going on.
John Schuyler, how much does it take out of you mentally to hit a huge maneuver like that, one of your ace maneuvers, and the man kick out?
It takes a lot out of you. Wrestling's very much a mental game. But if I were Ricochet, the high flying's paid off for him thus far. He needs to go back to it. Those are the exact kind of maneuvers he needs to hit. He's making a mistake right now by trying to pick Moose off the mat and put him on his shoulders.
That's the third time he's tried to pick him up. It only worked once.
Look, and now you can see that those kicks, those strikes, don't have the mustard that they had on him previously.
He's 2 for 4 on attempts to manipulate this big man's body. Benadryller didn't get it. Oh, and he hit his face on the canvas. Moose is so strong that when he blocked that Benadryller, he sent Ricochet face first into the canvas.
Moose could be looking for his hit stick, that variation of the spear that he likes to utilize. No, look at Dr. Bomb.
Good Lord. Moose is throwing one of the best wrestlers in the world around. Power bomb. Woo! Does not get much closer than that, Brett.
Still only a 2 count. Ricochet somehow able to kick out of that Dr. Bomb.
The fans in Winston-Salem somehow eating this up. One of these two men are going to advance here to the second round here tomorrow.
Super appreciative is this crowd.
Like I was saying, a former NFL lineman, he's going to be looking to hit that hit stick, which is his variation of the spear. Yes, absolutely.
Oh, he leapfrog over it. Oh, into the sunset bomb. And he beat him. Huge victory for Ricochet. It was the quickness that made the difference. An amazing matchup between 2 world-class wrestlers. PWX brings not just the best from one town or one state or one region. PWX brings you the best wrestlers on the planet to your hometown, and we have got 2 of them in the ring right now after an amazing contest. Ricochet advances, but 2 winners in this ring.